What it do, everybody? It's your boy LOG from Where There's Smoke. I'm here with an impromptu stream. Kind of teased going live last night, but anyway, I got home from the show, was lazy and tired, so I didn't do it. But I'm here this morning. I'm here with Mr. Joe Games. We're here to talk about, I guess in the beginning, maybe I'll give a little recount of the show, and then we just got other topics, kind of just bullshitting and see where it goes. But appreciate Joey for being here. Appreciate all the viewers for being here, and yeah.
Hey, yo, what to do, everybody? Mr. Joe Games, Joy Flex here. Just a reminder, check out my YouTube channel and make sure to smash that like button on the stream and comment down below. Let us know what's good. And yeah, LOG, how was the Theo Von comedy show?
It was good. I'm gonna be like a little critical here, because I guess I consider myself somewhat of a comedy, um, like not super into it, but more than just like the total random person, but or the average person, I guess. But it was good overall. But I would probably rate it like maybe a 5 or a 6 out of 10. For me, it's hard. Like you have to be on point for me to go and give you like like a 7 and up, but it was good. It definitely wasn't bad. I feel like Theo had some good stuff. I feel one thing that took away from it just a little bit for me was there was like in the second half, he would tell like a funny story or whatever, and then he'd be like, let's see what else I can tell y'all. Let's see. Like you could tell he didn't have it planned out, and he was just trying to like find something or think of something funny or like play off the crowd a little bit. And like that's okay, but if I'm gonna give you that higher rating, I want you to kind of already. I guess there's a dual side blade to that because maybe if it's planned out, it's not as organic and it's not as genuine and as really funny. But when you get top tier comedians, you think like they're gonna have the stuff they're gonna say already. So, but maybe I'm being like too critical, and that's kind of like an old school thing. And there is something good about having something new. I don't know, how do you feel about that, but um, yeah, how do you feel about that?
What, like
Like,
comedy?
well, just the fact of like, because I could tell in the second half he didn't have like planned jokes. He was just like
Oh,
thinking
he
about,
was just improving.
yeah, and he was thinking about he was
Like, he
telling
was
like
just
funny
bullshitting.
stories. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that.
it can make it more fun because sometimes when you plan a joke, it's too robotic or like it's too planned, and
But
it
Theo Von's made it that far just being himself. So what's wrong
yeah
with being himself on stage? You're kind of there for him, not really his jokes.
yeah, and like I was saying, it's a certain type of comedy where they have all the jokes planned out, and sometimes if you have it super planned out, it doesn't come off as organic. It comes off like it's planned, and you don't
Cause
want that.
what is your background in comedy? Cause you like the what is Springfield show?
Springfield, Seinfeld,
Oh, this Steinfeld.
Springfield. That's
Springfield. You
sick.
like Trailer Park Boys? You like
Yeah, but those are all shows, and I guess the thing too
Kill
is like,
Tony?
yeah, that's a
You know,
show
you're
too.
big William Grummy, whatever the fuck his
William
name
Montgomery,
is.
yeah, yeah,
William.
yeah. There was some good parts for
Hans
sure.
Kim. You
Yeah,
know,
the thing with like,
like,
yeah,
would you have enjoyed watching one of those other artists?
I think we're like so spoiled because this is what I was gonna say. What I was thinking too last night. He tried to go for like a full hour, if not a little more. But I think when comedians go over 30 or 45 minutes, it kind of hurts them because you got to be like hilarious for me to like. At one point, I was like, all right, I'm just kind of like ready to go, and I think that's
You're watching a grown man just try to talk to you about his life and stories and
I
all the
know.
shit
But
he
if you're
does.
not, if it's not hilarious, like if he's saying something like, all right, like I think that's part of. I don't know if
So,
this is me or if this is just like everybody, but like we have like a microwave mind. You know what I mean?
Jelly Bean,
Because it got to and this, maybe like I'm just a like a loser or like
a hater.
it was something about not being there in the moment. Like I had been, it started at 8, and then at like 10 o'clock, I'm like, all right, like I got to drive an hour
Get me
back
out.
home. I want to, yeah, get me out. And like I wasn't feeling like that major or for like a long time, but there was like 1 or 2 moments where I was like, all right, like if he's just gonna keep bullshitting, like just end it so I can go home and like do the live and like do other things. So I don't know if that's just me getting older or if that's like a sign of the times where everyone wants
You didn't
valuable
want to just
shit.
hang out, chill, talk to people, meet people.
Well, it's in the AT&T Center where like everyone's in like a basketball arena, so everyone's in like a tiny little seat in this arena. It's not like a chill where you're like
So you
relaxed
sit
and
next? So you sat next to Ty, and who else did you sit next to? Anybody else, or
nah, just random. Everybody else there was like, just like random people that had bought tickets.
he didn't say hi or anything?
Nah, that's weird when you're like that close to people in like a big arena.
What's weird? Not saying hi, or just like
Saying
you?
what's up to them.
You think it's weird to say hi to next to the person sitting next to you trying to enjoy the show?
Yeah, it depends on the venue, but like when you're
But
all,
what should like a good Samaritan do, or like what should like a person do? Like like what would the right thing do
I
to
mean, it
do?
would be no
You
problem
know,
with it, but it's like I'm not trying to really get
just
to
like
know you and
hello,
your.
I'm
A lot of people
here.
were there on
Just
dates too. Like the person right next to me to my left was a girl, and then she had her boyfriend like right to the side of her. So what am I just gonna like become friends with this couple real quick or something? It's just like not realistic, you
just
know? Like,
hey, I'm Logan. Just y'all need anything, let me know.
and I think
All
the
right, I'm
people
jealous.
to their left, so like they were to my left, but the
They're like
people
on a
continue we're with them like on a small little party. So it's like I'm
like a
just
double date.
yeah, or like a couple people. So it's just you know, there's different scenarios where that could be cool. Like I've seen it at a comedy club where they have like tables, and then sometimes two people that don't know each other have to share a table for the night. Okay, in that scenario, it's a lot less weird. But we're all like crammed together. We're all facing straight forward. It's not really the type of. I mean, it could happen, but you know, it's not like set up for you to like be super social with the people next to you. You know. But it was a good show. Like it was, they had a lot of people. I like that he only had like two openers, and both the openers were good. And like Theo was good, so I'm not gonna like say it was like a bad show at all. It was good. Um, I think I liked it even a little more, or about the same as I saw Shane Gillis like a month ago. I would say it was pretty comparable. Uh,
All right, we're over Theo Von.
Dang, you're over it.
Just next.
See, you're like me. If it's not good, if it's not content that's worth your time, you're over it. That's how I was last night. I was like, all right, this is not like.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I'm glad nothing crazy happened. You know.
Yeah. One of the good parts was he was saying like he talked about God, which was interesting, and then he was like, "Yeah, I've been praying like if I'm gonna buy a gun or not," and he like made it funny and started talking about like shooting, just kind of almost like William Montgomery did. So I kind of like that. He's
Yeah,
like,
you
"Yeah, I'm
should have
just gonna
gone
go
more
go go
into
go go
that.
go 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 like boom boom boom," and he's like, "But for God," I don't know. It was like it was funny. So there was definitely funny moments. Overall, I liked it,
That
but yeah.
was good.
To me, I don't want to hear someone say, what's another story I can tell you though? Like if they do that real quick and then hop into the story, cool. But he was just
Like pondering.
pondering just a little, and this is just me nitpicking, but that's my little criticism that he should have had him a little more
It's
lined
okay.
up, but it helped him be like more funny because when you can think of something in the moment, tell it, and it's not so planned out, I think it can be a little funnier. So anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on the show. It was good overall. It wasn't the atmosphere to like talk to people, but I can see what you're saying. Like in smaller clubs, that's more of a that would be more of a likelihood. But anyway, um, so
And then y'all just said goodbye to each other.
well, Ty dipped out like a few minutes early because he had to go to the bathroom, and then this is the thing too. Theo was like, "All right, I guess I'll tell you one more story." He did that like two or three times. He's like, "All right, one more story," and then he told the story, and it was pretty good. But he's like, "All right, one." It's like he felt disappointed at like his performance himself a little bit. And then like at one point, like I thought
Cause
the crowd was feeling
yeah.
him and he was doing good, but then he was like, "Oh, I guess sorry I let y'all down" or something, and everyone was just woo, like they cheered for him like real loud. Like I don't know, everyone like liked the show, but you could tell there was a part of him that was like the way he did one more story, one more story, one more story. He did like two or three times. You could tell he was like, "Damn, I haven't given them enough," or like I haven't really whatever kind of results he was looking for. So that was interesting too. But
Like he knows when he.
yeah, it's like he didn't
When
hit
he's.
that gram slam or
You know
whatever.
what he's doing?
What's up?
Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. I'll tell you that
Oh
one.
my
I'll tell you that
god.
right now. He's probably thinking, man, I've had so many other shows where it's fucking great, the energy, like doing this show, and he's he feels let down
Yeah.
because he knows like what's a good show,
Well, you got to come with that heat. San Antonio's not just gonna laugh for nothing.
and he
They
yeah,
also came
it was
from
a tough
Belton, and they
crowd.
were. No, I don't think so. I think it was just a realistic crowd, but it was good. Like they definitely got plenty of laughs, and like the crowd was not bad by any means. Like the guy before Theo was loving the crowd. He was kind of a character too, like a weird guy. He had like real long gray hair, and he just looked like a real weirdo that Theo would hang out with. And he made this joke about how when they're in like the deep south where the accent's real thick, he was like, they talk like it's like they got a banjo in their fucking mouth. And it was funny. He's like, they talk like no. He's like, we'll be getting directions from someone like that, and they'll say something like that, and I'll be like, what the fuck? And Theo will be like, all right, yeah, thanks, bud. And I'll be like, how the fuck did you understand what they said to Theo? So that was good because like Theo's a country fucking idiot, and that guy's like a super weirdo. He looks like he could be like a conspiracy theorist on one of the GTAs or something with just like super long hair, like a hippie guy. I don't know, just a weirdo guy. So like that opener was good, and like he had some funny stories.
Yeah.
He basically looked like that Truth guy or whatever from the GTA Let's Play. You remember the
Oh,
one?
okay.
Yeah. So wasn't that guy's name Truth or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
from
yeah.
yeah
Truth
yeah. So
from
he was
San
kind of,
Andreas.
yeah, he was
Shout out
like that
GTS
guy.
San Andreas. I know people wanna see that again.
It's a GTA Let's Play. Dang.
Definitely a classic. If y'all love San Andreas, go check it out.
That was like a classic staple for the channel. The
Yeah,
GTA. You
and I
definitely got to
finished
do.
it.
No, I know you definitely got to get another GTA Let's Play going.
I know.
I like those. Those are
Definitely
probably my
do.
favorite. So, um, what other topics do you want to get into? I know you sent me some stuff. Let's
The
see.
fucking Disney girl.
Ah, dude, everyone's been bitching about her. Why is she ugly, dude?
It's her character, I guess.
Snow White's supposed to be hot.
You're right. You're right.
It's like this new woke thing where we're gonna have someone less desirable to like try to prove a point, but I don't really get. I don't think anyone gets the point. It's like it's washed at this point. I think like a year ago, roughly. Hold on, I'm gonna send what you sent me to myself so I can. I guess it's just Asmongold, right? I could just look up that way. But yeah, I think everyone's starting to push back on woke culture a little bit. It's like enough people are finally starting to realize how stupid it is. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. We
Go
could see
woke.
that. We could see an average girl in our hometown everywhere when we go out to eat around the corner, fucking Facebook, Instagram, whatever we're on. But it's like I don't want to see some average chick when it's supposed to the character. If the character is supposed to be average for the movie, then okay. But like when it's supposed to be someone real beautiful and then they put someone average in there, it's like no.
Oh no.
Honestly, I don't
You
know if
think
this
she's
is
average?
yeah or below. She's not hot. Do you think she is?
You know what? I mean, I think she's alright.
Mm. That's not the kind of person I want to wife up. She's not looking good, dude. It's
Some of the pictures they put on like Instagram and stuff for the memes, they did it pretty dirty, I'd say.
nah, but even this one is just like, and then like this might be a hot take too, but like when they did the Little Mermaid and she was that Haley Berry or whatever her name is, or
Okay.
she like to me she's not that hot either. Like I'm okay, like, and
Okay.
that's even a little silly, like them redoing the Little Mermaid with a black Little Mermaid. But it's like, all right, you want to change it up and make them black? I don't, whatever, I don't care really. But like, at least make it someone hot. Like Ariel's supposed to be hot. This chick is like, she has a weird face. Like I'm just like, she's famous and rich, but she has like a weird face. She has big eyes and like a big head. It's like, where's the
Like
fine,
a fish.
fine black chick? Yeah, she looks like a fish. Where's the fine? Where's like back in the day, Halle Berry was a like hot black chick, and it's like okay, where's the Halle Berry of today? Where's the hot black chick? Not this mid weird chick. Like it's weird to me. It's like if you're gonna do it black instead of white, I'm cool with that to like diversify, but make her hot still. Like we still like there is a such thing as an objective beauty standard. So I don't know. Anyway,
Like society standards of beauty.
yeah, that's real. Like that's not a
It's
society
it's
thing. It's a
it's
nature thing. We like
it's
symmetrical stuff. You know?
really
Yeah,
like what
you
do you mean
don't
symmetrical?
like we don't like uneven boobs.
Like
That's not a society thing. That's like a human nature. Like we like symmetrical. We want the boobs, each boob to look just like we don't want a small, tiny, fucked up, and then like we don't like girls that have like big boobs but no ass. It's like this is weird. It doesn't your shape is off. Like this is getting like super critical and some people could take it the wrong way, but it's like, okay, is that person still have value? Yes. And does someone still maybe find her as attractive as a mate? Yes. But it's like when we're going for the most beautiful, there are things that are better. Just like more muscles are better than less muscles. Like, come on, dude. And that's even like when you work out, you don't work out. That's the whole thing about working out just your upper body and not your lower body. Then people that really get into it, they're like, oh shit, I gotta work out my lower body too because I want it all to go together and be symmetrical. And like, I don't know. Nature has symmetry
yeah,
too.
I
If you
get you.
look up certain um I don't have any I'm bad with examples right now, but there's like certain sequences with like the seashell and like um there's other things too that are like symmetrical, you know? Like even if you think about like a tree, this is not like the perfect example, but like a tree has roots that go almost as deep as its branches because it has to be equal of like what what supports it type of
No,
thing.
yeah,
So anyway, there's symmetry in nature, and I'm not coming up with good examples right now, but uh, anyway,
but there are some things we can't control.
no, for sure. But I'm just saying if we're gonna put that's like saying, okay, we're gonna make an NBA team, but we're not gonna put the most athletic, skilled people on there. It's like, no, that's what they do. They go for the best. So me and you can play basketball in the park, but we're not NBA players. So it's like, all women have a boobs and a vagina and an ass and can fuck, yeah. But it's like on TV and for entertainment, we want the best because that's what we're going for. So anyway, let's see what Asman has to say about it and give more thoughts.
Oh no, not another Snow White thing, is it? Son of Snow White producer responds to people defending Rachel Zegler. Your dad flew
Yeah,
across New
shout
York
out
City to
Asmongold.
reprimand a young actress. That's creepy.
He needs it.
Yeah, he does, right?
As hell and all
Look how his eyes like I get how he's all into it. He does this every time. He gets all
uncalled for.
Yeah,
If
I
people
guess
have the
that's
right
his like little quirk that
yeah.
he's learned.
Yeah.
You know, like acting and shit. Share your screen.
Okay. How would you say who would you compare him to? He's like the new Joe Rogan or what?
Asmongold?
Yeah. Not quite.
I don't know, man. He's always been relevant, so
I've only heard about him like the last maybe year. This has 18 hours ago 2 million views. I mean, dude,
once he
that's
start once he stopped playing World of Warcraft, I think
yeah, he just went all towards like reacting to stuff.
React.
to
Yeah,
free
no, it's
speech.
good.
No, shame on your father. You really want to
You're
do
trying to be the next Asman, right? World of Warcraft straight to reacts.
Fuck no.
this? My dad,
No,
producer of
I'm done
enormous
with
piece
World
of
of Warcraft.
You are?
Yeah, fuck that game.
IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year employee for dragging her personal politics in the middle of promoting a movie, which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid for and do publicity for. This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean that you're allowed to say what you want when you're private employment without consequences. Tens of thousands of people worked on the film she just hijacked in the conversation for her own immature desires and to risk all of her colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on a movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled and encouraged. So do I agree with this guy or not? I would say that I don't agree with him. I completely agree with him. Then there's also people, after Rachel Zegler posted fuck Donald Trump on Instagram, Disney paid a social media guru to work with Snow White to vet any posts. Fuck Donald Trump is a normal opinion to have. No one should ever have to apologize for it. The problem is that when you are a business and you're making a bunch of political statements and you alienate a big part of your audience, you're going to have a really bad time.
And to everyone who hates when I win, that despite my flaws and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do.
Then just let every average girl. The thing is, that's the thing. There's a lot of average girls. If we just let anyone who's average play Snow White, then they'd be picking all day. They want the best actresses and actors to play in these big movies, which she may be a good actor or she may be a good actress, but we want the best combination of really good actress and beautiful. It's like if we just let any average looking girl play Snow White, like I said, we'd be picking all day. It's like, come on, dude.
They should
I
have
think
got a
I
more
like cracks.
seasoned actor, because this was her first like really really big appearance on like
That's
for
fine. She's
interviews
just not
and
pretty.
no, she just if she would have just kept her quiet, like appearance, like nerdy, just oh I'm a sweet little girl, like just keep her mouth shut. Like I feel like it could have done good,
Hmm.
but because she like is so vocal and
What did she initially
uprising and
like speak out about?
how it's like a woke movie
She spoke out against
and
that about
how
that.
no, she was like it's woke, it's woke. You're not gonna get saved by the prince. You're gonna women are strong and independent, and we're gonna change things, and we're gonna do this and that.
And people didn't like that.
And she came on a bunch of like podcasts and everything too, and she just kept bashing.
Bashing what, like the way things are?
Yeah, dude, there's interviews. There's interviews.
I know.
Gotta
I'm
check
just
them
seeing
out.
the backlash. I haven't seen like what she actually. So the movie's woke, and she was just promoting that, right?
Yeah, and their decision to do the dwarves, like not choose little people,
Okay.
that hurt them too.
Hmm.
They should have just kept it animated. I don't know why they're doing live action.
The real shit. Yeah. They don't have anything new to do. Everyone's just getting running out of ideas.
It's just they're an animation company, bro. Like some movies should be live, okay, like if you're able to do it, but some should just be better animated and remade or remakes.
Yeah. Or just find a new idea, you fucking losers. That's the real issue. They're not finding something new. It's like
Yeah, they're
lazy.
slacking.
Yeah. So the backlash was because it was woke and she promoted the wokeism, and that's what's. So they probably would have just backlashed the movie in general, but the reason she in particular is receiving backlash is because she's like speaking out in support of the movie, right?
Yeah,
Which I mean, I get it. Most people are gonna want to support the project they're in, um, but I guess most people would just like decide not to be part of woke shit if they disagreed with it. So I mean, it just goes with the nature of things these days. But
no, but she was like agreeing with it and shit. Like,
no, yeah, of course. If she didn't
yeah.
agree with it, she wouldn't have been in the movie.
Oh, you're right. They probably pushed her to be like that too.
Yeah, she's
I
the
mean, we don't know
product
the
of the
full
times.
story.
People will wait in line to see.
No. No. He's going to turn around. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Wow. Let me see. Snow White box office versus cost. So how much did it make at the box office? It's made $87 million. And the budget was apparently $270 million. How much does that have to make to break even? Wait, what? Snow White has to make $800 million to break even. And I'm being generous here, not even adhering to the customary 2.5x rule, because the film only earned 87. So it's over. Yeah, it's over. That's it.
How does it cost that many million to make? That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's just like money's going places where it shouldn't go.
Yeah, that's the start of it.
Whenever big projects get put into play.
Yeah, like, and it said it needs to make 2.5 to cover. It's like, okay, if it costs like 230 million, why does it have to make 2.5 times that to break even? That doesn't make sense. Like, no, it should only take 230 to break even. Like, I don't, whatever. It's so weird. Yeah, we're
That's about it.
hopefully finally starting to realize that it doesn't make sense. Like, if this movie costs 230 million to make, we're just better off without it. Like, no one went to see it. It's terrible woke crap anyway.
I think that's what they learned at Disney.
Do you think they have, or they're still gonna keep pushing out garbage?
Well, this is just another one of their flops.
Exactly. It's been going this way.
No, yeah, with a lot of movies.
So it's like, why, like, people always say this capitalism and the market will only handle what the market will bear. This is something I've heard, and like, but how do we account for this where they keep pushing crap that's like propaganda, but it's not profitable? How is that, like, what's up with that?
I think they need to make some changes at Disney.
Yeah. I just don't know how they can afford to keep taking a loss, you know? It's
Well,
almost
they
like,
put it on their like, it's okay for businesses to fail, take losses,
yeah.
especially when you're that big of a business. But at some point, like,
Does that make sense
they
to
need
you
to open
though?
the, yeah.
Does
Like,
it?
I'm sure they're having lots of talks.
No, does that make sense to you, Joey, that it's okay for businesses to fail?
I mean,
Like, that money
tough
has to
times
come from
happen.
somewhere.
Comes from the government,
Yeah, there you go.
tax breaks. I think there was a motor company back in the day that almost went under, but then the government intervened because it was just such a big company and so many jobs. They had to help them out.
Yeah.
But then after that, they had to follow some of the rules they put into play.
Yeah.
They had to make like green cars and shit.
Mm, yeah, I'm not sure what they had to do, but yeah, I'm somewhat familiar with like the auto industry bailouts. It's crooked.
Yeah. And they even taught us that in like school, I think.
Disney lost $500 million from Snow White. That just doesn't even seem real. I
Crazy.
find it hard to believe that they don't know what's going to be good or not, and they just chose to sink that much money into something that's going to be absolute trash. They're just putting out trash to influence us. They know it's not going to make money. They just want to influence the culture.
Dang. That's a hot take. That's short right there.
Have you
You
noticed?
could be onto something.
Yeah, that's been a thought. Like, they just, same thing with a lot of stuff. Same thing with NASA. It's not doing anything, but they just continue to give them money, continue to propagate a lie.
Damn, NASA get called out.
I'm tired of NASA and space. It's like people want to believe that the government fucks them over at every turn, but then when it comes to space, they believe that they're telling the truth. Oh yeah, they lie about every fucking thing, but not that. Like, okay. On kind of a separate note, have you noticed that Adam Sauce, what is it, Sosnick? He used to have his own podcast that was part of the PBD thing, but like he had his own separate podcast. It was called the Saucecast, and he had like a lot of dating type of topics and stuff. That basically fell off. I haven't seen an episode from that in like 6 months, which I was already like off
Damn.
of it. Like, I was tired of it, but it seems like he completely failed with that.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind like doing these new series because even if it doesn't get views, I can just stop it. But when you commit your whole like channel to that, and it
Yeah.
fails,
I
that's
mean, he's
tough.
fine because he's still working for PBD, and he's still on that podcast. But like, he had his, like I say, it was still under that umbrella. Like, Patrick Bet David, I'm sure, was still like sponsoring it, and he was still using their studio, but it was a show with him as the host and like his own show, and like that show is just gone now. So it's one of those things. It didn't make sense. It didn't make money or whatever happened, and they canceled it. They're not just gonna keep. They don't still have the Sauce Cast when not that many. It was getting good views, and like, I don't understand. Like, if I was them, I would have revamped it and kept going because I feel like it was still savable. But they made the business choice of, hey, this isn't getting the views we want. It's not getting the revenue we want comparative to like how much time we're spending and money we're spending. Because it was well done, like, and it, etc. But like, it didn't make money sense, so they stopped it. It's like they didn't just keep going and going and going and going and going like these other things. So
They
just to
cut
yeah, that's something
our
I've noticed
losses.
recently, and yeah, exactly. So what do you think about Andrew Tate being in the United States recently? And even more than that, what are your thoughts on like Andrew Tate being like a basically like a government agent?
From his country.
I'm not sure from which country, but potentially like the UK maybe, or part of like he might even be part of the US of like a foreign
He might
asset
be. He might be James Bond.
type of character because let's float this idea out here. He's so they want you to think he's so anti-establishment and such a provocateur, but like, and I guess it's kind of a two-sided blade here, but like he got so much push on like social media, it was almost like
Comical.
yeah, and like they could say they tried to ban him or they tried to censor him, but like he really got a huge push on social media, and within like a year or two, that's probably one of the biggest like he went from like nobody knowing him and within like 2 years like a very sizable amount of people under 30 like knew who he was. So he went from like people over 30 really probably don't, but like his rise to fame and like how quickly a lot of people found out about him just was like almost like you tell me if you can think of another person that did something similar like that in that amount of time that quickly where they just everybody knew about who they were. And that's like a good amount of influence. If somebody really wants to be censored, I feel like the internet's gonna take them out. And the thing a lot of people would say as well, a lot of his fans and like other channels like that were taking his clips and using them to like grow their thing. So even though they had him banned, there was a bunch of other people still putting up his stuff, which I kind of see that argument, but it almost seems like he got a push even still. You know what I mean? Like it's hard for someone to get that famous without getting a push. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
like he took over the internet.
Yeah.
What about Haktua?
Haven't heard anything from her in like 3 months, have you?
She came back. She's
She thinks
she
she
like made
did,
a
but I
whole
don't think
joke.
anyone wants her anymore.
She made. And it's impressive how she drags it out though.
Nah. She hasn't
I don't
done
know.
anything for 3 months, and now what does she got? She's trying to make a
Someone's like
weak little
controlling.
comeback.
Someone's helping her behind the scenes.
Maybe,
Like
maybe.
telling her what to do,
But
how
I
to
don't think the
move.
people want it. Like she doesn't provide anything that people want.
Yeah, but at least she's milking it. You know,
She's trying.
trying.
I don't know what she has said recently to you.
Nope.
I saw like
I
a
know
news
she's
thing about
trying.
it, and I was like, I'm not even gonna read this trash. I was like, yeah, no, nice try. Like I don't care. Like who cares about her?
Yeah.
It's almost like Myron says, women are like not that funny and not that entertaining.
Only for a second.
People want to look at her because she's somewhat nice to look at, and she had a sexual innuendo. That's how she came into prominence. Now that that's done, she's done.
You know who I saw recently on Snapchat? Dude, Snapchat's weird. I think I want to delete that app.
Yeah, what'd you see on there?
They like give you ads and shit, like through like your messages. I don't know if you
They give you
understand what
what?
that means. They give you like ads in your messages,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's like the one thing I don't like. And then also, what else do they do? They like push people on your feed, like big stars and shit,
yeah,
or just like these really ugly, weird videos to get you to click and stay on the video.
huh?
And what's the Chick-fil-A sauce girl? You know her?
No, bro. I've been saying
And you
for
don't
a
want
minute I don't like Chick-fil-A.
you don't want to know her at all, right? Chick-fil-A sauce.
No, I don't. I
Can
don't
you show
fuck
a
with.
video?
Yeah,
Can you
I
show a
will.
video
But
real
right
quick?
before I say this, I haven't fucked with Chick-fil-A for a little bit. Um, Mainly because I ate it like a. I mean, I fucked with them for a little while, but their chicken has always tasted weird to me, and I I ate it like basically everything in Lakeway is like not good food quality wise. So I ate at one up there that was like low quality Chick-fil-A, and like that really turned me off to them. But on top of that, I don't like how their people are like fake nice. I've always thought like
Oh,
my pleasure, and it's like over the
yeah,
top.
yeah. Chick-fil-A girl is so fake nice.
That's their that I've always thought that about their people, and it's like a turn off. Oh my god, this is not real, is it?
Yeah, like watch it.
Yeah.
No, I want a small sweet tea, ma'am.
You should really try the mango passion fruit seasonal beverage. It's half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Are you out for Ben?
A lemonade, all right?
And then can I also have barbecue sauce? Or do you have like a buffalo sauce?
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
No Chick-fil-A sauce.
So you want a barbecue sauce.
Yes.
And then you want Chick-fil-A.
What the?
She blew
fuck?
up off that.
Wow.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Yeah, sadly.
And then like her fame was like,
A lemonade, please.
A lemonade. Sauces.
No, I
Dude, the
want
shorts
that
have been
fake?
fucking up
small
today.
sweet tea, ma'am.
Ah man.
You should
That
really
happened to me
try the-
earlier.
You know, real life.
What's up?
was she acting fake in that video?
Yeah. No one acts like that.
I mean, some people do, but
No.
they can't help it.
No one sticks their tongue out like that when they talk. When's the last time you've seen someone do that? And her eyes were so wide open like she was bugging on drugs, dude. I'm surprised she's not fired, honestly.
No, she did get let go after that. shortly
Okay.
after.
Okay. But even the
But no,
regular
so, like,
Chick-fil-A people are
She's
weird.
like 17 in that video, or like 16. But recently she just turned 18 and she opened up a Fansly, or like some fanfic where
Fansly.
you can text her and you can like see her like make dress decisions and shit, and she'll put like a little bit like kind of content. I'm not too sure.
Hmm.
But like it's just weird. Like you can pay to like message her and be her friend, and like that's how she's making her bag right now. And Snapchat's pushing that. Like it's pushing it so hard. And I was like,
Hmm.
weird. That's why I wanted to delete Snapchat.
No one wants to be your friend, bitch.
It's
You're a
just-
fucking weirdo.
But she has a boyfriend and shit.
I don't care. Losers have
That's-
boyfriends too. Just because
Right.
two fat losers get together and fuck each other doesn't mean that's nothing. Have you heard birds of a feather flock together? If there's a band of losers, so what? It's like, dude, we need to get back to like shaming things a little bit. Acting like a weirdo at your job is shameful. You're a retard. Snapchat promoting that is fucking stupid. It's like Myron says. Like he sounds crazy at first, but like some of the shit he says is on point. Like we need to get back to like shaming things. But I can't. Yeah,
Teach their own.
yeah, no, no. We should. It is. Some
Yeah,
things are shameful.
But
and
it's just
stupid.
crazy. Like, yeah, it's just crazy how.
And I wonder why Snapchat's promoting that.
Because they're getting paid. I'm pretty sure she's paying them and stuff.
Yeah.
And it gets them clicks and ads. Then they can promote like Tinder and shit through your ads. Probably.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Fuck that, to each their own shit. Fuck that, it doesn't matter shit. Because here's what happens. We let someone be a weird, dumbass retard like that, and then they become part of. Once we accept it into our world, then that becomes part of our world. And when we have young people coming up, they see that and like, oh, it's part of the ether then. And when young people come up,
It's okay. It's okay to be weird.
they
and-
see that it's okay. Yes. Oh, it's just like there's other stuff's comparable too. Like,
You can get famous off of it. Just be yourself.
yeah.
Type shit.
It's like internet dating. Is there something wrong with internet dating? That's a whole other discussion. But when I was coming up and young in the 2000s, if you dated on the internet, you were like a weirdo loser. But then it becomes a
And then
thing.
Tinder,
It's
and
in
then
the ether.
Tinder became cool.
Well, it becomes a thing where it's a thing, and then people that come up younger than me, they see that it's okay, and then it becomes okay and it's accepted now. Yeah, and Tinder and other things that are more like cool and like normalized and stuff. But it's like it starts off. It has to start somewhere. Just like all these movements start and they're not okay, and then we allow them to stick around, they get like a foothold, and then the younger generation comes up and they see it as normal or okay, and then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So I don't know. They come at it from like, oh, don't be a bully or don't be mean or don't like nah, we should bully a little bit and shame a little bit, and there needs to be shame for certain things. But I don't know. It's weird. It's real weird.
Yeah.
They got us not want to
I-
be mean and not want to take a stand, but that can lead to anything.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, what else are they going to try to push next that we're just not going to take a stand against it because we don't want to be mean or we don't want to shame anybody, and they're going to come up with something new that's even worse soon? Like, how about this? Having sex with a robot, is that weird?
Yeah, but they're already like trying to push that too
Yeah,
with
that
these
then
movies and shows.
yeah, then
In
if
the
they come
media.
out with sex bots and we, if you people start doing it, we start saying, oh, if whoever wants, to each their own. If you want to fuck a bot, I'm not gonna do it, but you can fuck a robot. Then
And then your
before,
kids see that and they think it's
yeah, it
okay.
becomes okay, and then oh, that guy's a fat loser, can't get chicks, but he wants to fuck a robot. Well, to each his own. And then
He's
before,
happy.
he's just happy. Just like the whole transgender thing. Oh, if they want to pretend to be something else, oh, just let them be happy. And then we see that's getting out of control. So the next thing is going to be that. We all know it's wrong and it's antisocial behavior and it's not going to lead to good things. But we're just like, oh, if they want to do that over there. And then before long, it becomes part of society. And then it's not a shameful thing anymore. And then a lot more people do it. So it's like, nah, there's a balance to a lot of things in life, but part of that balance for me is to say that there are certain things that are shameful and there are things that are wrong and that sort of thing. And that's a slippery slope because you don't want to be like some hypocrite or someone that's like looking down on other people all the time. But we have to know what's like good and bad for us, or we're just gonna like accept anything. So I don't know. Weird Chick-fil-A sauce girl, fucking Snow White loser.
But yeah, that's why I'm fuck Snapchat.
Snapchat's low key for like 15 years been like like just where people can like hook up
Yeah,
and basically like promotes like cheating and being scandalous and just like not really like low key. Everyone says Instagram's the number one dating site. Snapchat has been like the down low, and not like a gay way, maybe though, but like it's been like the down low, like secretive, like hookup slash cheating app for like 15 years. And if you know, you know. If your chick's on Snapchat, she's a cheater. What do you say
okay,
about that?
okay. Well, it's because I grew up with Snapchat. Like
I
Snapchat.
know they see normalized. Oh, Snapchat's not bad. But the
It's
messages
just for your
disappear.
friends and creating snap streaks and
Yeah, but the messages disappear, right?
yeah,
That's like a staple of that
like a
app.
plus.
Like a plus.
Dude. Sign me up.
Yeah. So I had a bunch of clips pulled up from like Slim Thug and Willie D. They had some interesting topics we might go over here in a minute. But was there? Let's see what else you had sent me. What other topics we were gonna talk about? Let's see. Oh yeah, the AI creating like Down syndrome models.
Yeah, you'd love that.
Oh, Zia's barber tried to charge him 3,500. That's crooked. That seems like a prank or like a scripted.
Nah, I think he tried to, and then he wasn't like, nah, I'm not doing it. And then he like let go. He was like, all right.
Hmm. Yeah,
That was weird.
I don't know about that one.
Maybe on something, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist.
What's this other one? Schizo mode.
Liberal hive mind.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, so the Democrats are currently hitting all-time lows, and you know, sometimes in these situations, it's hard to diagnose the problem. It's hard to put your finger on what's going on, what the issue is, especially when there's so many moving pieces in such a complex world to navigate, such as the world of politics and culture. But in this case, here, with the Democrats in their current state, it's so easy, it's so simple. You don't need to have a doctorate degree, you don't need to be an expert or a specialist to diagnose what's going on here, because it's plain as frickin' day. The Democrats have a grift problem. They're the biggest attention-seeking, chaos-causing grifters in the game, and people don't like it. And it's so funny because I keep seeing so many leftist commentators, you know, those who still have some of their brains left intact, who are saying some truly insightful stuff like, we need to figure out how to speak to people. We can't just keep yelling at people like complete psychopaths, expecting that they're going to walk over to our side and align with our vision. And really, I mean, this is wisdom, but boy, Democrat Justin Pearson absolutely freaking losing his mind and, no joke, lunging at a Republican colleague like a deranged lunatic, goes full psycho mode, no self-control, just blind performative rage. Look at this.
The Tennessee House of Representatives. It is a pathetic excuse for you to not answer the question of why we are doing nothing about the gun violence epidemic than to personally attack me. But let me explain to you what I have been doing, Representative, since you asked. My brother, Temperance Darnell Pearson, one of the loves of my life, passed away from gun suicide on December 1st of 2024. And since that happened, it shattered my family like gun violence has shattered so many families.
All right.
And your pain and your heartache, and it's standing in front of people who you know may not like you, standing in front of people who you know will disrespect you, people who you know will talk down to you, and saying in the honor of people like my brother, in the honor of people who have died from gun violence, in the honor of people who have died from suicide, we need to pass better laws.
Representative Pearson.
And fight for a state where everybody is able to live more freely from the pain of gun violence that me and my family are experiencing. That's what you need to think about, Chairman Farr. Come on.
Hear that?
You like that?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that or no?
No.
Fuck. Oh,
When?
okay. But yeah, they're like they're going crazy. Just yelling.
Goes
You-
full
would you-
psycho.
Attack me.
Would you
What are
yell
you
in
talking
court
about?
like that?
I mean,
Like,
I just
So, there was someone like going,
I thought that was
like
you
in the
making
back.
noise.
No, it wasn't me.
Hold on.
Let me
Replay
explain
it.
to you what I have been doing, Representative, since you asked. My brother, Temperance Darnell Pearson, one of the loves of my life, passed away from gun suicide on December 1st of 2024. And since that happened, it shattered my family like gun violence has shattered so many families.
It's taking your
All right.
and your pain
Oh yeah.
It's like he's hurt.
I don't know
like
who was
something.
doing that.
and your heartache, and it's standing in front of people who you know may not like.
Yeah. Someone was groaning.
They couldn't take it.
Yeah, I don't. I think politics are like a waste of time because you have to change like the people's minds and their hearts, not like yelling at someone who writes the laws. If you can write whatever law you want all day, but if you don't change people's hearts and their minds, then it doesn't matter. And the guns are just a tool. Like he wants the guns to be taken away, but if you want to kill somebody or do something bad against them, it's not the gun. It's like the person. There's other people can use a bomb or a knife or run over you with a car or whatever. Like if they want to do harm against you, they don't need a gun. So he's worried about like the guns, but it's like, what about the evil and the people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell at you. Ah!
Like guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Next. That's weird. What happens? He just keeps yelling, and they have to hold him back.
Yeah,
or-
and yeah. They had to take like a recess.
He's just emotional. And like he needs to realize he's not gonna do any good here with these fucking idiots all wearing like doing all this unnatural stuff. Like sitting in a courtroom wearing suits and all this kind of stuff is not natural. Do you think?
How did our forefathers do it?
I don't know, but I'm not saying that was natural either. they had powdered white wigs on, and they wore pantyhose and some weird shoes and coats, and they fucking had
That was the
makeup on.
trend.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't natural. Most of them had slaves too, so I mean, not saying everything they did was right. It's just
Yeah.
weird about you when you're one of these positions, like this guy, he thinks he's fancy. He has this marker, Representative Andrew Farmer, and he has this suit and this tie and this pretty boy haircut. Like, tell me how this is utility. Like, you would never wear that jacket unless you're in this setting trying to impress other people like that. Like, how often do you wear a suit like that?
Like
Like, never.
very never.
It's only when you're trying to impress other people, so it's like a silly thing. It's like, I'm in this courtroom where we're all official, so we're all just gonna wear these suits to kind of show we're all part of a. It's like a gang thing, and then we all wear the tie.
Illuminati.
It's like a gang thing. It's like I never wear a suit unless I have to. I'm trying to think. The last time I wore a suit was probably like for a wedding. But even the most recent wedding I went to, I wore like something nice, but I didn't wear a suit. So it's just kind of weird. Um, when I got in trouble like
Power trip.
10 years ago, and I had to go to court, like I didn't wear a suit. I wore like a nice shirt and everything. You still have to wear like a dress code, which is still, but like the suit thing specifically is just like really weird. It's all part of like the illusion, you know. He picked the wrong guy to
Yeah.
mess with.
You just told me you just did. I have a family. I've made sacrifices every year. So you can't.
Pearson.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He's getting emotional.
We are now voting to send House Bill 1392 on to full judiciary. Does anyone wish to change their vote?
I feel like it's all so lame. They don't do anything throughout the day except for like make judgments and try to make money so they don't have to work. Like, none of these people actually work. They don't actually do anything to earn their money. It's just so weird and gross. And this guy's about to pass out, fall down.
Addicted to attention.
They're all addicted to it. All right, what was the other thing you sent me? So fucking stupid.
That's just crazy.
Oh yeah, the AI thing. I wonder what AI they're using to
favorite.
do this, because does GPT deal with images?
Can probably do
'Cause I-
some imagery.
Yeah, I've heard people doing that, but I haven't tried it myself. But, let's see.
Welcome back to Slop Live. The dystopia thickens once again. ChatGPT recently got an update, and you may have seen people using this to create Studio Ghibli versions of themselves. Even the official White House account on Twitter generated one of a felon convicted of fentanyl trafficking. Well, it actually gets a lot worse. AI accounts on Instagram have been creating Down syndrome influencers and using them to sell nudes. That's a real sentence. One of them, which is actually taken down now, had over 148,000 followers. They would basically take someone else's TikTok, put their own text over it, and deepfake a Down syndrome face on an existing person. Here's an example of some of the text they put on the videos. They all criticize my Down syndrome until I decide to wear tight clothes. Only fans? No, only Downs. Jesus. The Maria account was so sloppy that they actually uploaded the same video 3 times, using a different face in one of them. On their accounts, it would link to something called FanView, which is basically OnlyFans, but AI is allowed. And one of the worst parts of this, other than, of course, creating a Down syndrome influencer to make money, is that For them to be successful, there must be a market for this. When they said AI was going to take humanity down, I didn't think they meant it like this. Thanks for slopping by.
Clapping.
Wow. So someone made a Down syndrome
AI.
OnlyFans.
Yes. And it made money.
Well,
Successful.
that's weird. Until it got taken down. Or it didn't.
So they got taken down, correct.
Yeah. It's funny. If people would rather look at like a Down syndrome in shape girl than some fat mermaid or Snow White, that's ugly.
Damn.
So yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
And that's it.
Sign of the times.
I think that's everything I sent you.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
might
and
go.
you're talking about the bazaar?
Huh?
You were talking about the bazaar?
Oh yeah, we were talking about it a little bit. I feel like it's just gonna, unless they update stuff, it's gonna be kind of, um, it's limited, but it's in a beta, so we'll see what they add. But yeah, I just feel like they're gonna have to add more than like the 10-win system or whatever, and who knows? I'm not as familiar with it. I've only played it that one time, but I feel like Rogue really had like a. I haven't played that many roguelikes or whatever, but or what is it called? Is that what a roguelike means something different than what I'm thinking? Because what is it when like you just have a fight every time and like there's no like story or like moving around? It's basically just like fight, fight, fight like that.
I don't know, bro.
But anyway,
I
that's
wish I did.
yeah. But that's when you have that system of game, you have to kind of have some way to like change it up and make it more entertaining. So we'll see. Um, I also don't know like what the like with Rogue, you have a good idea of like it gets harder at this point, like because you can see the levels of Pokemon. We're all real familiar with that, and then you go to like different, like you go to cave or field or bottom of the ocean where you have different chances of, and you can look up and see what chances of what Pokemon you have in encountering. So like at some point okay, I'm gonna get so many chances at this kind of good Pokemon and so many chances of this kind of good Pokemon before I get to the end, and I can kind of plan my team build. But with the other game, it's like super random. You don't know what chances you're getting of anything. Um, and so it's hard to like build your thing because you just don't know what the hell's going on. But anyway, it'd be fun to play it more and see. But I just think with like the current way it's set up, people are gonna burn out on it quick because everyone's gonna find out what the best items are and they're only gonna go for those. And if they don't get those by like a certain round, they're just gonna quit and try again and try again and try again. And then once they beat it, they're like, all right, well, I found the one or two ways to beat it. What else am I gonna play it for? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I do think it's a fun game. I have fun playing it. Hopefully they do add more stuff, and there's kind of what I'm talking about is the more people play it, the more they'll find out what does what, and they'll be able to make a strategy guide, and that helps for you being able to plan. But at the same time, if they don't have more parts to it, or it's not a equal chance of certain things, like if it's just totally random and you don't know what items you're ever gonna get, then that's kind of like can make it more fun, but also can make it harder to like strategize. So we'll see. I'll get some more time with it. We'll see if they add more because at this point it's just in beta. So, but I had fun playing it the first time, and I don't know if it's really blowing up or anything, but Joey just uploaded a video, so y'all go check it out. And
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
yeah, did you have any thoughts on it or anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Besides that, glad you're enjoying it. But now that's about it for me.
Do you tend to go with like weapons or what do they call them, friends, or like what
I
type
think
of
poison is the
poison?
best.
Yeah.
Poison and fire,
Okay.
or just one OP weapon.
Yeah. Healing is a big deal in there too if you can heal.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Don't sleep on it.
It's interesting because they have like the bag space you can sell items to, but then if you sell the wrong thing, so it has its own little strategy to it,
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
you can throw in that. You can throw in that game real quick.
What do you mean? Basically, sell the wrong things or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the worst. When you fumble,
Yeah, for sure. Well,
nobody likes to fumble.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Especially since there's only like 10 wins type thing. A lot of people, if they do fumble, if they don't get the things they're looking for, they'll just restart it. You know. And it's kind of weird of who
Yeah,
you challenge too. Like in Poke Rogue, you know, you're just going up against the computer the whole time. But in this, sometimes you play other players, so that's also kind of a weird thing.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll keep fucking with it. We'll maybe do another live stream and we can talk about it in the future. But I guess if you got anything else, if not, I'll end it off. I have some other stuff I wanted to talk about, but it's like all Slim Thug stuff. And I got a few people calling me,
Okay.
so I guess I'll end off the live stream and call these people back, and then I might go live and cover all that Slim Thug stuff on the Willie D live. Just so it's like a little more like on topic, but
All right, man. Well, it's Mr. Joe Games, Joy Flex, signing out. Peace.
all right, yeah, I appreciate Joey coming on, and I'll see y'all soon. Hopefully another live stream sometime this weekend. Maybe I might do one following up with all the Slim Thug stuff. Damn, it's kind of hard to say. But if not, I'll probably have one for y'all tomorrow. And yeah, appreciate always tuning in. And until next time, it's LG from Where the Smoke. I'm out.